Imagine having a profound aesthetic experience with a work of sacred art displayed in a church. If that same art were displayed in a non-spiritual place, how might its impact change? Professor Robin Jensen of the University of Notre Dame is part of a team of theologians and psychologists seeking to answer the question, how much does the context of sacred art matter?
This project aims to analyze the ways that different viewers engage with and are affected by varying sacred images in different contexts. If I could break this project down, I think it has to do with three subjects. One is the viewer. So we're going to pay attention to different viewers with different backgrounds and how different people see maybe the same artwork differently because of who they are, because of what they bring from their own backgrounds to the viewing process. The second thing is the context. We started out by looking at two very distinctive sets of artworks in different places. If we take a painting from a church and we move it into the football stadium here and put it on the Jumbotron, are you going to experience that art differently? And finally, it's the works themselves.
The team has been measuring reactions to two different expressions of the same spiritual story. One rendered in traditional paintings and displayed in a basilica, the other abstract sculpture, displayed in an outdoor garden.
So I think we're working with three different movable pieces, and I think each of these is going to be important for our study to keep track of.
Each test subject is interviewed extensively before, directly after, and then weeks after viewing these two sets of art to gauge the impact of these three factors.
I assumed that most of our subjects would relate more quickly and more positively to the traditional paintings, but that the sculpture part is less clear. It's abstracted. It's not so familiar to most viewers. What we're finding out is that the students and the subjects really spend more time looking at those abstract objects, in fact, and report stronger affect with these works.
These two sets of artwork can also be viewed within a variety of virtual settings. Scientific measures help researchers understand what impact, if any, context has when it comes to experiencing sacred art.
We're tracking people's eye movements while they look at a piece of art, which gives us a real-time indication of what they're paying attention to. We can put the same pieces of art in a church. We can put it in a museum. We can put it in a casino. And what we're asking in those cases is whether it's very much intended context of the church or a very unexpected context like a casino, do people interrogate those pieces of art differently with their eyes? Do they think about the art differently? We should be able to see changes in things like fixation durations and saccade amplitudes, peak velocities. All these things are correlated with importance and cognitive load.
I think the big takeaway of a project like this would be for us to know more about how people engage art in these settings and how it can teach them, inspire them, guide them. These are parts of our ways of knowing as educators, but also as theologians, as religious leaders, people who are interested in these nonverbal messages that are being delivered.